Hello, my friends. Welcome to day 15 of our 30-day yoga challenge. We are officially halfway through when you are done with this class. You've made it this far. This is amazing. Congratulations. Remember that we're going for consistency, not perfection. So try not to stress out about missing any days or maybe you're a little behind. It's totally okay. We're human. Have self-compassion for yourself. And whether you've done all 15 days or maybe you've missed a few or anything, whatever it is, I want you to give yourself a pat on the back because you're showing up and you're doing your best and you're amazing. So, because, we're halfway through and it's day 15, I figure we're going to kind of start a new series here and it's going to be based on the elements. So today and the next 4 days are going to be based on elements. My inspiration for these classes was, if you've seen a pentacle, it's a traditional symbol in pagan and Wiccanism and witchcraft and all that. It's a 5-pointed star with a circle. People always freak out and think it's like satanic or evil or something. It's not, I promise. It represents the 5 elements. So the 5 elements are air, earth, water, why is my brain farting? Fire, and spirit. So today we're going to be starting with air. So we're going to really be embodying that air element today. Tomorrow is the 16th. It is also my birthday, and I'm a Pisces. So of course we're going to be doing water, and then we have air, fire, and spirit. That's what we're going to be working on for the next few days. So like I said, today is air. So we're going to be focusing heavily on breath, kind of flowy poses and poses that really open up our lungs. And again, focusing on that air element and breath control, pranayama. Our prana, our life force, is air. It is the air element going in and out through our bodies. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So as always, I recommend you have your props that you need. I have my blocks. We will be maybe incorporating a strap today, so you can use a towel or a blanket if you don't have. Strap mine somewhere behind me, right there. Of course, any props you need for your practice, a bolster, pillow, blanket, anything that you need that makes you feel good and that helps your body in your practice, go ahead and have that with you. And we'll get started. So we are going to get started seating because we are going to do some breath work. So you can find a comfortable seating pose. That means something different to everyone. For mine, I'm just sitting cross-legged. You can sit on a pillow or a block. We'll be here for a moment, so make sure you just get comfortable and listen to your body. And once you're here, you can kind of settle in. Make sure you can feel those sit bones on the mat or on your pillow or wherever you're sitting. You have palms facing down to ground, palms facing up to receive. We're going to work on Nadi Shodhana breath, but first we're just going to get kind of settled in our space and then we will work on that. We've done it before as our alternate nostril breathing, and it's going to really help us control that air, control our breath. So first we'll just get started settling in. So just start to bring your awareness to your breath, your awareness to this space, to your presence on your mat, to the present moment. You can close your eyes if it feels good. And just start to get settled in here on your mat. I just want you to notice your breath as it goes in and out. And really bring your attention to it. Feel that air, that wind as it goes in and it goes out. You can kind of feel it on your lips. If you're exhaling through your mouth, you can feel that air, that wind rush out when you inhale in through the nose. You can feel it go in through your nostrils. And I kind of feel my lips flutter as it goes out. You can also visualize it in your mind. So visualize that wind, that air as it goes in. Picture it in your mind. And as it goes out, just really come in to our breath and come into our space. We're going to do some 5-part breathing to get us settled in. So just listen to my voice. I'll count us down and just breathe. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can continue these long, deep inhales and exhales. And gently when you're ready, you can open your eyes, and we're going to work on this Nadi Shodhana alternate nostril breathing. So you're going to take your thumb and your ring finger, or your thumb and your middle finger. You're going to gently bring those to your nose. I like to use my middle finger because my fingers are a little short and I have really long nails. So doing what works best for you and your body. Now we've done this before, but you can listen to me as I cue it. So first we start with both of the nostrils plugged. You'll kind of feel that nasaliness. I want you to lift your thumb and inhale in through the nose, the right nostril. Plug it up, open the left one, exhale out. Inhale in through the left. Plug it up and exhale out through the right. Inhale in through the right. Plug it up, open the left, exhale. Inhale in through the left. Plug it up, exhale out through the right. Inhale in through the right. Plug it up, exhale out through the left. Inhale in through the left. Plug it up, exhale out through the right. Inhale in through the right. Plug it up, exhale out through the left. Inhale in through the left. Plug it up, exhale out through the right. Gently release your hand. And let your breath return to normal. Notice maybe if it feels different. I can tell my nose is a little bit less plugged up. That flow of breath is a little freer. You can gently bring your hands to your sides, and we're going to invite some movement in with our breath. So inhale, the arms come up overhead. And exhale, turn the palms down, release them back down. Inhale, palms up, lift the arms overhead. And exhale, palms down, release. I want you to imagine when you inhale, you're kind of collecting that air, that wind, that energy together like a big beach ball over your head. And exhale, you're pushing it back down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Last one, inhale up. And exhale down. I want you to drop that right hand to the mat. Inhale that left arm up and open, taking this side bend here, keeping the chest open to the ceiling. Press that left hip down and breathe into that left side. Feel your breath fill up that space from left hip to left rib cage. Now I want you to inhale, pull that left arm back, open the chest a little more, and exhale, round forward as if you're going to thread that needle under the right. Inhale, open up. Exhale, thread that needle. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, release to center. We'll take it to the other side, dropping that left hand down, inhaling, right arm up and open. Press that left or right hip down, open up the chest. And breathe into that space between right hip and right rib cage, filling up yourself with that air, that wind. Inhale, pull that right arm back, open up the chest a little more. Exhale, round forward, thread the needle. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, release. We'll gently transition to our tabletop, taking your time to get there. Coming to hands and knees, shoulder, elbow, wrists are stacked, hips are stacked over the knees. And you guessed it, we're going into our cat-cow flow. I really want you to focus on the breath here, focus on that air. Link breath to movement. So big inhale in, open the chest, lift the chin, gaze goes up. Big exhale out, round, jump out the shoulders, drop chin to chest. Inhale, big open. And exhale, big round. Do 5 more of these, linking your breath to your movement. Really big, deep inhales and exhales here. And taking any movement that feels good. Listening to your body. Doing what feels right. I want you to finish up this last round. Gently come back to a neutral. We're going to lower down to our bellies. Now we're going to flow with our low cobra here. So hands are under the shoulders. We're going to flow with our breath. Inhale, lift the head, the chest, the shoulders. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now, option is stay here. Option, if you'd like to bring it to a high cobra and flow there, you're going to bring your hands back a little bit. And we're going to flow with our breath again. Stay in this low cobra if that's what feels good for you. I want you to inhale, press up to that high cobra. Exhale, bend the elbows, release down. Inhale, high cobra. Exhale, release. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, last one here. Inhale, hold for a moment here. Hold for a breath or 2. Push the shoulders down from the ears. Press palms into the mat. Press hips into the mat. Gaze is up, chin is up. Big inhale. And exhale. You can go ahead and release. Alright, so we are going to work on a half floor bow here. So you can use your strap here if you'd like to wrap around the feet, or your towel, or your blanket, or you don't have to. Again, what works best for you and your body. We'll start with the left side, so you're going to bring your right forearm to kind of go diagonally across the mat in front of your chest to give you that support. You're going to gaze over that left shoulder, and you're going to bend those left toes in. Now here's where you can use your strap to either wrap around the ankle or the middle part of the foot. You're going to reach around, grab your strap or your foot. So top of foot is in the palm of your hand. And when we inhale, we're really going to press the chest up, push the top of the foot into the hand, and lift. So opening the chest, opening the lungs, as if you're trying to lift that quad up off the mat. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale, lift up, exhale, release. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale, lift and press. Exhale, release. No slingshots here. Let it go gently. Taking it to the other side. So my left forearm comes across center. I'm going to gaze over my right shoulder. I'm going to bend that knee, toes come in. Reaching around either with my strap or my hand. I'm going to flow with our breath. So again, when we inhale, we really press up. When you're ready, inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up and press. Exhale, release. Last one, big inhale. And exhale, release. No slingshots, let it go. Coming back to center. We'll press back to a child's pose so hands can come under the shoulders. Inhale, press up. Exhale, widen those knees, sink back to your child's pose, sink into the mat, and breathe deeply here. Bring it back to your breath in this child's pose, really big, intentional inhales in, feeling it as it goes in through your nose, and big exhale out. Feel that air, hear that air. Big inhale in, and open mouth exhale. Spend a few more breaths here on your own. Making sure you can hear that breath, feel that breath. Maybe feel the heat from the breath you're creating on your face as you're here in this child's pose. And gently on your next inhale, you can rise. And exhale, we're going to come to our knees. You can grab your blocks here for our low lunge. So I'm going to stand on the knees. You can always place a pillow or a blanket underneath the knees for some extra support. I'm going to step my right foot out to my low lunge. My knees are going to come over my ankle. Hands are going to come on the blocks. Now we're going to hang out here for a moment. Pressing into that left hip flexor, hips are square to the front of the mat, chest is lifted. And I have my blocks a little bit, usually they're kind of like up here by my foot. I have them a little behind because we're going to flow through a low lunge to a half splits. But I want you to just hang out here in this low lunge for a moment. Feel the front of that hip opening. Now inhale here, exhale, straighten the front leg, flex the toes back towards your face. Again, keeping the chest lifted. Holding this for just a moment. All right, now we're going to bring this into a flow. So I want you to inhale, come to your low lunge. Exhale, find your half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits 3 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Inhale to the low lunge, press hands into the blocks and just slip that right foot back. We'll take it to the other side, so come in to stand on your knees. Stepping that left foot out now. Settling in for your low lunge. Hands are maybe a little back this time so we can flow. Breathe into this low lunge for a moment. Really open up that right hip flexor. Hips are square to the front of the mat. Inhale here, exhale, half splits. Hold it for a moment. Flexing left toes back towards your face, straightening that front leg. Inhale, come back to your low lunge and we'll flow. Exhale, half splits. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, return to your low lunge, press into the palms and just step that foot back. All right, my lovelies, we have been warming ourselves up for this camel's pose here. It's a heart opener, opens the lungs. It's kind of a full front body opener. You'll notice in this pose, it kind of makes it teensy bit difficult to breathe. It's really opening up those lungs, so it kind of feels funky. But we're going to take it step by step. I want you to keep your blocks next to you. I'm going to give you 3 different variations. So the first one, come in to stand on your knees. Again, have any support under your knees that you need. Your hands are going to come back to where your low back, your pelvis meets your spine. So I have a pretty big crease here, so I can kind of put my hands in that place. They're sitting right on top of my hips, and I'm squeezing my elbows back behind me. I'm going to inhale here, exhale, push my hips forward. Start to open my heart, squeezing shoulders behind me, lift the chin, lift the gaze, try to look behind you. Really open that heart, open that chest, open those lungs in our camel's pose. Now you're going to inhale very slowly, very gently, rise, and exhale, release, take a seat on your feet. So that's variation 1. If that already felt pretty intense, I want you to stay there. Here's variation 2. We're coming again to stand on our knees. I want you to bring your hands to your heart. Same thing, we're going to inhale here. Exhale, push the hips forward, start to drop back, and then you're going to extend arms overhead. Gaze goes back, lift the chin. Breathe here, your breath might be shaky. That's okay. Big inhale, lift up, and exhale, release. All right, last variation, and we're going to incorporate our blocks. We're going to go for a deeper extension of camel pose. Now, this kind of has 3 variations in and of itself. So you can bring your blocks to either the inside or the outside of your feet and reach for your blocks. You can come to the balls of the foot and reach for your heels, or you can keep the foot bottoms down and reach for your heels. It kind of all depends on how long your arms are, how much flexibility you have. I have very short arms, so I either go for my heels on lifted toes or for my blocks. So kind of play around with it, see maybe, okay, I can kind of reach my heels, or maybe I can reach my blocks. Play around with it for a second, and then we're gonna go for it. We're gonna hold this for a little bit. So I'm coming to where I want to go. I'm gonna start as I started the first variation, and of course you can stay with the first variation or the second variation if that felt good to you. So I'm bringing my hands to my hips, setting up. I'm going to inhale here, exhale, start to press the hips forward, start to open the chest, start to lean back, and maybe I reach for my heels, and I breathe here, or maybe you reach for your blocks. I'm going to inhale, really slowly lift and release. Exhale, come on down. Now I really want you to round forward here, drop chin to chest, maybe grab for those knees. Just really round the spine. Little counter pose. All right, we're gonna do another breath exercise here. This is our lion's breath. This is one of my faves, but it feels a little silly, feels a little funky, but I promise it's fun and it's worth it, and you're really gonna feel that breath, and you're gonna hear that breath. So from your knees, you can also sit if you would like on your butt. We're gonna lean forward onto our hands, and imagine you're kind of like a lion, like perched, like Pride Rock, you're on the cliff and you're getting ready to roar. That is our lion's breath here. So what it looks like, I'll demo it for you. You're gonna take a really big inhale in, and when you exhale, your tongue is gonna come out. You're gonna make it as audible as possible, and you're gonna give me a kind of breath roar. So it looks like this. Inhale in, exhale out, just like that. We're gonna do 3 of them together. I know it feels silly, but it's okay. Big inhale in, open mouth, exhale. Don't forget to take that tongue out. Big inhale in, exhale, roar. One more, really big inhale in, And exhale, roar. All right, my friends. You can go ahead and release. We'll come to a little child's pose. Just a rest here. So find your child's pose. I want you to go there, go where it feels comfortable. And I want you to breathe there. Really connect again with that air, the prana, the wind inside you, the wind around you. I can see my tree kind of shaking in the wind outside my window. Just breathe deeply here in your child's pose. Big inhales in, feeling it in your nostrils. And big exhales out, feeling it on your lips. And when you're ready, you can gently inhale, rise. And exhale, we'll release to a seat on our butt. You can extend those legs out in front of you. And remember to keep those feet wide. Just honor and make space for the thighs and the belly. And we're going to flow through a forward fold here. So I want you to inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. We're not going to stay here. We're going to inhale up. And exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. This time we're going to hold it. It doesn't matter if you can reach your toes. You can also use a strap here. Just release into this forward fold. Release that back from that camel pose that we did. Maybe inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, you can release. Now grab a block. We'll take this guy down to the mat with us. So I'm going to release down to my mat. We're going to take a supported bridge here. Really just kind of countering that camel pose that we did. It was an intense back bend heart opener. So we just want to get a little counter stretch. So bending in the knees, feet bottoms are on the mat, heels are up towards your butt. You're going to inhale the hips up and just slide that block underneath your hips. You can also use a pillow or a bolster here, right underneath that sacral area, your low back, and just let it relax. You can bring your hands to your belly, and I just want you to feel your breath. As you breathe, you can feel that belly expand. And as you exhale, you can feel it release. And just really try to focus and hone in here on your breath. You might be able to hear my tree kind of banging against my window. It's the wind coming to say hello. Now gently, we'll take a supported shoulder stand here. You can go into your full shoulder stand if you like. We're just going to take a supported one here on our block. So you're staying here on your block. You're going to bend your knees in and straighten them up to the sky. So just a gentle supported inversion here. You can maybe point and flex the feet. Roll out the ankles. You can even roll out the wrists here if you like. Doing what feels good. You can go for your full shoulder stand or plow pose if you'd like to. That is another pose that I feel kind of takes your breath away, at least for me. My boobs go right into my neck and can't breathe, right into my face. Just again, really trying to focus on your breath here. When you're ready to gently release, bend at the knees. Bring those feet back down. Just inhale those hips up for a second to scoot that block out from underneath you. Bring it to the side. And we'll take some twists here before we find our Savasana. So I want you to bring your arms out to a T position. Inhale those knees into your chest. Exhale, drop them over to the right. Gaze over the left. And again, just breathe here. Feel that breath as it goes in and as it goes out. Gently inhale, come back to center, and exhale, drop legs over to the left. Maybe gaze over the right. And again, just breathe. Maybe think about the qualities of air, of wind. Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas just came into my brain. Maybe picture the things that kind of represent air or wind to you. A tree blowing, maybe picking up the leaves. If you live in the desert like me, we have those little dust devils, like they're kind of like little tiny baby tornadoes. Maybe the air signs in their zodiac. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Those are our air signs. And then gently inhale, come back to center, and exhale, release. Now for our Savasana here, I'm going to offer you, if you'd like, you totally don't have to, you can stay where you are, a supported fish pose. So I'm going to take my block and bring it right to the center of my mat, right where between my shoulder blades would be. I'm going to come to lay back on it. Again, this is going to help us open that breathway, our throat, our heart, our lungs, our chest. Again, you totally don't have to, just an option to lay back on that block. Lift the chin, open the shoulders. You can keep the legs bent, you can extend them, whatever feels right and good. And with every inhale, you fill up. And with every exhale, you maybe feel that chest, those lungs open, and those shoulders kind of melt even more over that block. Now I encourage you to stay here for at least 5 breaths or longer. I know it's a little uncomfortable, but just settle in here. Take your Savasana here if you'd like. And this is where I will leave you. And I will see you lovelies tomorrow for our water class.